Zed101. Good?
Yeah. Why not you?
The Zed101 Podcast, episode 32.
Can we have a little bit more life than that, please? Shibukeni.
Slap me.
Wali wachwa maka.
Hello, bonjour, afternoon, how are you today? All that nonsense. Okay. The Zed101 Podcast, episode 32. Hello, Malama.
You can't talk and clap on the same.
Hello, Malama.
Again.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
How are your husband?
Hey. Fake wife who's real. If only they knew. So, yeah.
Apparently.
Since we are polite, very familiar, she's the official side chick.
Okay.
So, Mutale, meet Malama.
Nice to meet you, Malam.
Again, nice to meet you too.
Oh,
First
okay.
wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, before you. Actually, not first wife, just before you.
Yes, before me.
So yes, welcome again to the Zed101 Podcast, where we discuss all things Zambia. Today we have a new location. It's been a problem, but
No, it hasn't.
It has.
It's been an opportunity.
No. The sun hammered us. We tried to set up at the front entrance.
We'll even put some footage
We'll show you how we
of
suffered
the
today.
struggle. Huh?
But finally, as FCJ would say, we are here.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Madam, where are we?
We are at the Radisson Blu in Lusaka,
Yes.
at the roundabout of what, and what?
That big hump built by the late former president.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're at the Radisson Blu.
Yes.
And we are joined by the lovely Mutale.
Makungu.
Uh-huh.
She is the marketing and public relations manager. And she's only here, apart from her looking gorgeous and whatnot, but we thought she'd give us a bit of an overview about her hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to be here, and just a brief overview of Radisson Blu Hotel Lusaka. So we have been around for since 2012, and we are a 142 bed space hotel. We have got 11 conferencing rooms, and we have got a beautiful restaurant called the Chuma Grill and Bar, and then we also have the pool bar as well, where we are, our setting right now. Yes.
Well, we have dropping things, dropping bombs.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so you said 11 conferencing rooms.
Yes.
When one walks in, they generally know about the two. The
Yes.
dome and where are the others?
So the others, so we have, the off the building, like off the main building.
Yeah.
So that's the big dome and the small dome. So the big dome is like up the escalators.
Yeah.
And then the others are like in the main building where the rooms are, like for accommodation.
Yeah.
So we've got meeting room 1 up to meeting room 4. And then we have 2 boardrooms, and then we have another boardroom in the restaurant, and then we have meeting room 5, which is here, near the pool.
Just there.
Yes.
Yes, that's the one.
So where do the majority of your guests tend to come from?
Okay, so we have both international and local guests, and mostly our feeder market is South Africa, the United States, mostly like Europe and all, yeah.
Okay. And how many local Zambians do you tend to get? Not like numbers wise, but where do they tend to come from? What kind of stays are they coming for?
Mostly it's weekend stays because we have like weekend local rates, and then we also have like a lot of walk-ins for our restaurants because our restaurant is mostly predominantly like local because we like, even as the name states, Chuma Grill and Bar. You know the story of Livingston, Chuma, and Susi. That's where we
What's
got
the story? I don't know it.
Oh,
Tell us.
so David Livingston was actually helped by 2 aides,
Oh.
Chuma and Susi. They helped when he had malaria and all. They carried his body and they helped him out and all. So because of that hospitality, that's where we get like the concept from.
Ah, interesting.
Nothing like they were tortured by him.
I don't think so because we were no.
I mean, we don't need to go there.
We don't know. That's the version we were told anyway.
Yes.
No, they were there for him. So yeah, we'll cap it there. Cool. Your big suites. Okay. How are you balancing competition from the bigger guys?
I think people are loyal to brands. So the competition is always going to be there, but there's enough market out there for every hotel. So each hotel has its own like kind of, I would like to call it like a niche. Like people prefer like, oh, okay, we have our people who prefer Radisson Blu who've been loyal since inception. And looking at the fact that we have got over 2,000 hotels across the globe. So there's people who just like, if I go to Kenya, I go to Rwanda, I go to South Africa, there's Radisson. So they would like to just maintain that consistency of.
So I can get
staying
like a
with-
membership card and
Yes, exactly.
I can stay at any of the Radissons anywhere around the world.
Yes, we have like a program, a loyalty program, Radisson Rewards. So you earn like instant discounts on food and drinks, and then you also earn points upon every stay, which you can actually redeem if you achieve a certain number of points. You can actually redeem when you go to any other Radisson Blu, and you can use your points to pay. Yes, for a stay.
When people come in terms of like the entertainment, what kind of entertainment do you have here, or where do you take them for entertainment?
Okay, so every weekend we have a weekend bride buffet, which is like a game bride buffet. So that's what's unique about it. We've had it for like the longest time. So there we have like a live band, and they play all genres of music, starting from, like Zambian music all the way to like international classics and all. And we have like a widespread of food. So we have got game meats, we've got game sausage, we've got game lasagna, we've got chicken, we've got like a wide variety.
Lasagna.
Lasagna
You
game.
should. It's very, very nice.
Talking about food, what happened to your burger? What kind of burger did you get?
I got a burger, but it didn't have a top.
What did it have on top?
The crusty, like it wasn't chicken. It was
like-
chickeny and cheesy.
like a-
Oh, so that's like our new burger on the menu.
Yes. The problem is I like to hold my burger.
Oh, I
So now I have to
see.
eat like mzungu, the knife and forky.
Well, there's always trying out new stuff, and who cares whether you use your hands? It's your
No,
food.
absolutely.
Yeah,
That's what I
because
did.
I want to know where the other top half went.
No,
Someone else had
that's
it.
Now I'm finding out.
no.
They had a
That's
top, but they didn't have a bottom.
Ah.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
This burger, you flipped it. Like,
No, but and it's big, right? So I was not to be crude, but I was like, but it was very nice. I enjoyed it.
Okay,
I
that's
enjoyed
nice.
it. Yes, yeah.
in a chapati with chili livers.
That
I
sounds
tried them, they were
delicious.
nice.
It's good. It's good. They need to up the game, but it's good.
Oh, really? So you guys are well fed. See, true Zambian hospitality.
You know, after we ate, we were then able to set up efficiently.
Okay.
I think that's why we were suffering this morning.
Thanks to the Radisson. Not Rikuta.
It wasn't the heat, it was the hunger.
No, but yeah, it's cooler. It's nicer now, actually.
It's much better here.
It looks nice, goldenish setting. It's good.
But we'll be filming a few episodes from here over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
This is episode 1. And then we'll be showing like a few of the other locations around the hotel. So I think for my part, I'd like to say thank you for inviting us. So we look forward to showing the rest of the hotel. And hopefully, I think we have discussed it, but we'll have a bit of an offer as well that we'll be able to share with everyone, whether you're coming just for a meal or whether you're planning to come to stay. So our Zambians who watch from abroad, we'll have an offer as well that they can redeem. And then we'll have some of your colleagues as well who will be over the episodes, who will be coming and chatting to us as well. And
Yes,
sharing
you get
some
to meet,
information.
our other members of staff.
Yes.
But we are very excited to like have you here,
Thank you so
and we're very
much.
excited to actually be on the Z podcast.
You know what?
And I do watch the Z podcast.
You know, Zambia is a Christian nation. But I say, "Sana mbala Bible." She's gone. You don't have a Bible in the bar. Because people want to confess before they get high.
Chanda, did you see how she looked? Like, absolutely, I'm telling the truth. Because she was preempting you.
You don't have a Bible. 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 You don't have a Bible Oh, so what are the name of the hosts?
Shanda and Malama.
She's definitely watched an episode.
For lunchtime. She just did episode 1, then episode 13, then 25.
Okay, so now I know.
I think I'm So what did you like about Zed101 Podcast?
Just the interaction, like how the feel. Like you just
What are you feeling?
yes, they're feeling.
So this is what happens. Napia wa mwisha pa Zed101. New language.
Really? And you? No?
I'm just playing my gender.
Okay.
Token male.
Lioness, lion. I'm bad, Julia. But access, I need to have an attitude transplant.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well noted.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
thank you so much for your time. We will have you on again, obviously.
Yes.
Or one of the colleagues. But again, thank you for letting us.
I think I want
use
her
the
back.
space. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
You know,
Well, there's
therefore-
4 episodes.
Never.
Raymond is just about doing 1.
Hello, Raymond. It's for you.
We got it. We'll sort it.
Raymond, I'm dealing.
Not quite the plan.
Oh, okay.
However, Mayo, we're very happy to have had you on our first of 4 episodes, which will be done here at the Radisson Blu. And we hope things will improve between us.
They will. Oh, they will.
They will get better, for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Say peace.
That's how you end it? Is there a way like you clap or you started those Z101 episode 32? Oh, okay.
No, it's not. That is just the end of your segment. Then we're going to go into the next bit.
Need
Oh, there, peace.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Do I?
We will keep rolling.
All right.
We'll just. Oh, should we? We'll break for a minute.
Take a break. Take a break.
Okay.
That was a nice piece with Mutare,
She's lovely.
the public relations and marketing manager at Radisson Blu. Now let's get into our
Meat.
our discussion.
Eh.
Our very annoying topic today.
What are we talking about?
I'm saying annoying because it really is annoying. Zambia's power cut paradox. Today's episode is titled Power Play. I don't know how you got this. Was it me or you?
It was you.
Yeah.
This is you.
Power Play, unpacking Zambia's electricity crisis with ZESCO and the government. Today, we take a deep and critical exploration of Zambia's energy predicament, dissecting failures and spotlighting practical solutions as Zambia struggles to power its future. The context of the conversation is that Zambia has challenges and is experiencing severe load shedding caused by an unprecedented... Why do we keep talking about this drought thing?
I don't
Because
know.
now after 2 years, man.
I know. The fact is, it's been 2 years. Our drought has subsided, but it's still part of the reasons why we have not been able to get back to normal. BAU.
Okay. I thought first we were doing the standard load shedding, which the government assumed people are used to. They're not as used to it. And remember, each person feels like they have a say, they have a stake into what's going on because government is there to serve us. Unfortunately, there's a business as usual attitude from government. I don't know how you feel about it. We had severe load shedding. We've had severe load shedding for some time, but now, guess what happened?
What happened?
Maamba Collieries went offline. When Maamba Collieries went offline, we have been subjected to 19 hours of load shedding. Worse still is...
After being promised, we were going to go back to 7 hours of, usage time.
No, I think it was even better than that. The promise was better because the original thing was by June,
Yes.
load
It will be
shedding
done.
will be...
Yeah.
No, we're going to go to July.
Yeah.
Load shedding will be sorted by then. Now, this is August. Maamba is offline and we're subjected to 19 hours of load shedding.
That fly really likes you right now.
Yeah, it's, I think,
It's gone now.
yeah, I think I was going to say Mutale is spying on me. I think Mutale will pull up.
We're not dead, they're gonna vote. Yeah.
You guys are good with manipulating, other life forms. Yeah, so what has happened now is that because the Zambian population at large is taken for granted, they can do these things at will. My question is,
What do you mean taken for granted?
because they make pronouncements and we don't do anything about it.
Okay, so the
And-
government
and
says
because
we're
of
going
that-
to improve, no improvement happens, and then us, the people, don't do
We
anything.
don't do anything about it. Do we?
So there's no accountability
There's
still.
no, there is nothing like, what, the people have suffered for too long. Because right now, there is no government official who's going to come and say, you need to understand that there was load shedding. That's BS right now. When one of the officials was asked, I don't know if it was one official from the ministry or from the ERB, was asked why Zimbabwe has got less load shedding than us, since we're drawing water from the same
The
place.
same.
Yes. The answer was, they have other sources which we don't have. And you start thinking, what the heck? So now, my question is, do you think ZESCO had put into consideration the planned shutdown by Maamba Collieries?
I think, again, that's a situation that was running in the background anyway. So even prior to load shedding starting, this Maamba Collieries situation had already started, hadn't it?
Yes.
So what was it in 23? What was it that happened?
So we've got some statistics here, some facts that we want to talk about. A few years back, ZESCO owed Maamba Collieries $600 million US dollars.
Do we know where that debt came from? Just unpaid bills, or what was it for?
They supply power to ZESCO,
Uh-huh.
and ZESCO doesn't pay.
So it's an unpaid bill.
It's an unpaid bill,
Yeah.
basically. That's how it is. I want to see if I can get the actual statistic here. Yes. As of 2 years ago, because stuff has changed. So ZESCO currently owes Maamba Collieries approximately $250 million. This figure comes after a write-off of 160 million
Wow.
United States dollars from the original debt of $600 million as of 2021,
So 2021, so this is prior to the elections.
prior to the elections.
Okay. So this is a snowballing debt, basically.
It's snowballing, it's growing. And because,
Well, it was, and then they've
Yeah.
taken off some of the money.
yes,
Uh-huh.
but still, the dispute and delayed payments led to operational costs.
Of course.
Because Maamba is going
You're
to say,
continuing to operate.
yeah, Maamba is saying, we have to pay for this. To mine our coal, we have to pay for it. We have to pay people, the operational costs that are assigned and taken up by this activity. ZESCO did not honor its obligation. So guess what Maamba did? They went to court. So there was an international arbitration settlement for ZESCO to pay Maamba about 518 million United States dollars by August 2023 to settle arrears. Though the reported current outstanding debt is around 250 million after adjustments and payments. So either way, there's a lot of money owing,
Yeah.
and they are not dismantling that.
Yeah. So the adjustments were made, an agreement was made. ZESCO got their bill reduced.
Yeah.
The ZESCO, he wasn't a CEO, he got fired. Remember that?
Managing director.
First, managing director, remember he got fired? Then we had an acting that was brought in.
The current one, the current
still the
guy
same
was
one?
acting. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's confirmed.
So even from all of those changes, in the hope that the situation would be improved, we're still in the same boat.
It's not
Maamba is
changing
still
anything.
owed
They are owed,
230 million.
yes, they are owed 250 million after adjustments and payments. Now, for those of you who might think we're cooking up these figures, they are on the internet. They are on the Lusaka Times page and also on the ZambiaBusinessTimes.com page. You can Google that, or you can directly check on the Maamba Collieries website. The figures are there. The problem we have, and one of the reasons we decided to revisit this topic, is that you change management, the problem doesn't change.
This is it.
You change the people who are supposed to do
Yeah.
corrections, take corrective measures to improve power supply. Nothing changes. Don't you think it's high time they actually fired the minister?
Hang on, Minister of Energy was changed already, wasn't it?
No, he hasn't been changed in a long time.
Wasn't it Kapala?
Yeah,
Minister
from
of
that
Energy,
time. That was
yeah.
a long time ago.
No. He went out in 22, I think.
That's
So
10
Minister of
years ago.
Energy.
That's 3 years ago.
Yes, but I'm just doing the chronological order.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So when he was changed, and then we have another Minister of Energy,
Yeah.
but we've seen no change.
The current minister is the one who said you can clap for me.
Oh,
Just
Jesus.
to remind you.
Oh, Jesus. My friend.
We are giving you 3 hours of commercial power and whatever it is. At least even
At
if you're
least
annoyed,
if you're
you
not
can
happy,
clap for me.
you can clap for me. Huh?
So, in other countries, do you know what happens?
What happens?
They fire the damn people.
I know.
Why would you be keeping a management that is not effectively serving its people?
Not effective is even nice. Incompetent. Huh?
So, I'm
Because
looking
we're
at,
failing to solve the problem, right? We
Yeah.
still don't have proper, the load shedding is going on. We don't have proper schedules. We don't have proper levels. We keep being promised we're going to have more power. We don't. So the incompetencies continue, but they're still managing to make money
no,
with the sales abroad.
that's where the incompetence kicks in. Because if they were making money, if they're not making money with the sales abroad, why are we still selling power outside?
Because the only revenue coming in, and they've got to pay the Maamba Collieries debt.
Just fire everyone at ZESCO, top management at ZESCO. You fire them, bring people and tell them these are your key performance targets.
Indicators. So, but who are you going to put in?
Bring in people who are competent.
Let's play fantasy ZESCO, like fantasy football league. Let's play fantasy ZESCO. Who's going to be your head of ZESCO?
To start with, it should not have anything to do with political patronage. Let apply, you know what, open the applications.
Yes.
Let people apply, regional,
Actually
locally.
experienced
That's
people.
all.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
We don't have people who can to do this work. in
Yeah.
Zambia.
You must not be appointed. You must be
No.
experienced.
And also, the one thing that's also messing us, can you get competent boards in place? Because we can have a brilliant CEO for ZESCO and a useless board. It will always not balance out. So, in my opinion, get rid of the minister, get rid of the board, and ZESCO board, get rid of the ERB board, the Energy Regulation Board. There is absolutely nothing these 3 factors have done for us. The minister serves the president, not the people.
Yeah.
That is how it is.
That is exactly it. Yeah.
The board serves the president,
Yeah.
not the people.
Yeah.
The
And themselves.
The ZESCO MD and his directors serve the appointing authority. So if a brilliant guy is appointed, I'm not saying they have not been, but if they get a guy who's brilliant to run this thing, he has to be subservient to the person who's appointed them. So if they have a divergent view, they'll get sidelined.
I think this is a difficult one, isn't it? Because it's not that about you have a divergent view. It's like your experience, your aim is to get the operations of ZESCO back to normality. We're not even asking you to overproduce the amount of electricity. We just want to get back to normal, right? We want our homes to have power and our businesses not to have to rely on generators, for goodness sakes.
This is bloody.
How do you run a business based on generators? You're adding extra cost to people's lives. So how do we get back to normal? What type of person should be applying for a job like this? I think in the comments, who would you recommend to be the, what did you say, MD?
Yeah, managing director.
MD of ZESCO.
I don't know. Let's hope that people are going to have some suggestions that will be picked up by the powers that be. But largely, among and across all corporations in Zambia, which are state-owned enterprises, they handpick people. All right? You get a guy who was chairperson to be your CEO because you say he knows how operations are. If you know, then leave him at chairman level or chairperson level and get someone competent to run the operation.
Maybe we don't have the experience level in the country.
Do you know how many
Maybe we
guys?
need foreigners to come in and solve our problem yet again.
Well, you could be right. You could be onto something. Because guys here study a lot and know shit. I'm telling you.
No, and still don't know shit.
PhD. They want to be called
Overqualified
doctors.
and underexperienced.
They want to be called doctor, what not.
Yeah.
He's got an MBA, and the only MBA he does is just married but available. Come on, man. For me, it's not making sense. 2025, we cannot be having load shedding at the level we have right now?
No, we're coming up to elections. I mean, the one thing the government needs to do is sort out the power situation if they want us to truly believe that it's worth us voting for them again.
So the ERB, and I'll read something, they had tariff, ZESCO applied for a tariff hike. Okay.
Yes, emergency
So,
tariff.
yes, so that they're able to,
bring in an extra revenue.
Exactly. A few weeks back, I think last month, it had expired or the other month, and they said, can we renew the tariff?
Yes.
And they were given another one.
Yeah.
What we'd like to know also, if they don't want to be getting a backlash from people, what does this tell you about the public relations unit, the communications unit directorate at ZESCO, in terms of engaging the people? What does it tell you?
What does it tell us?
Incompetent. The whole line. From their boss to the last guy who goes and speaks to the president, to the people. Because at some point, even if we say the buck stops with the president, he's appointed certain people who he thinks can execute. But if these people are afraid of doing the right thing, then what's the point?
I think that's the other problem, isn't it? It's like, and we've talked about this many times when we had the mediocre episode. It's this, people are not empowered to do their job to the best that they can. Everyone is waiting for the person at the top to say it's okay for the person at the next level to do what they need to do. And eventually it doesn't trickle down, right? So nobody's coming up with solutions. We're not solving our problem, right?
Nope.
We're going outside of the problem and saying, please bring in extra solar, bring in all these other ways of generating power. And in as much as I think that's fine, this isn't the time to expand the business, right?
Nope.
The business portfolio, solve the problem, right? Zimbabwe's managed to solve it or didn't have the same problem. Well, they did. They also had drought. Why do they have less load shedding than we do? Why are we, this is the third time we changed the power, the amount of available power because they were doing maintenance work. Was it about 3 weeks ago we got notification about that?
Yeah.
And you're doing maintenance, but upgrades. We don't want maintenance. We want upgrades. We want solutions. This should be solved by now.
I have issues, and I'm going to go back to the public relations unit, why they are the most hopeless among the state-owned enterprises. First off, you issue a schedule. You issue a schedule. And how bad is this schedule? How bad is it across the country? Here's an example. The MP for, I'm not sure the, good Lord, the Mr. Honorable Member of Parliament, I think from Changa, Mr. Derek Chilundika, highlighted ZESCO's failures to adhere to load shedding management schedules. His highlight underscores operational lapses affecting reliability and public interest. Period. If the MP walked into the service center and said, my area is not supposed to be load shedded from this time to that time, but we don't have power. Why do you issue load shedding schedules which you can't maintain? It's a simple thing. And his plea was, I like his plea, it's like, you need to do these things. We'll fire you before people fire us.
Yes, yes.
Now they've woken up to the fact that they've got 12 months to go, okay? The MPs have got 12 months to go, and they are trying to bring ZESCO to account.
Yeah, but remember I said to you, he was shouting at the wrong person.
No, I get what you do, what you're saying, I get that. But I also feel like it's okay to start there.
Why? You should start from the head, not from the tail.
No, it's fine. In this confused chaos at ZESCO, anything works. The
I don't know.
MD who was relieved of his duties, whose contract was not renewed, he said sometimes we delay to switch on because we might have a puncture. I have the bloody post newspaper clipping, or is it Digger's clip? You are the MD, you can really say that to the people.
Imagine.
We've got unforeseen problems. To go and switch off people, to go and switch on people or to take an extra 7 hours. No. 2 days you've forgotten to switch on people. Kablonga area has got how many big roads? It's got Ron Road, Sable Road, Kudu Road. So you find that the side of Sable Road, which is on the same side as Pick and Pay, has power. The other side has no power for 2 days. What is the logic in that?
None whatsoever.
So this MP has gone to appeal to these guys at bottom level and says, look, I'll get you fired. Because your MD is very simple. He's going to say, boss, I'm not the one who does the switching on and off. That's too low for me. I've got a line of people who do that. My director will do this and that and that and that. And then at the end of the day, some guy gets up, off, on, off, on. You are failing to do a schedule. And here's the funny thing.
But also, you're 3 years down the line. You should know how to do a schedule by now.
3 years.
Why are we still unable? At the moment, I've had my power coming on late at night and going off like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It went off this morning, 3 or 4 o'clock. Then about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I have power. And then about 20 minutes later, it's gone again.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. It's pure incompetence. If you hate me for it, tough luck. They are incompetent.
Well, absolutely. We cannot still be
100%.
experiencing the problem if they were competent.
You need to have known in the first year how the whole thing works. In fact, the first 3 months.
What's this lady's name?
Manage Cesar.
Manage Cesar. Vale myumfa pa program yeru suka. So if afina mulela ndabantu bale fyumfa.
Yeah, so I'm saying when this problem started, they should have known the cycle within the first 3 months. As in they know how it works. Regardless of the season of the year, they should have known that upon so and so and so. You can't, and I'm directly going for the PR department. You can't come and say, through your minister, things are going to be okay in June. Because by then, all the water would have gathered in the southern region where we do the pumping and generation, isn't it? Then you flip it and say, oh, hold up, July.
Yeah. Oh, it's been changed each time anyway.
Then July comes, you're like, oh, yeah, we could have, but Maamba is offline.
Yeah.
Pay them their money. If they're able to generate and give you power, pay them their money. If you honestly think the tariff that we're paying is not the right tariff,
It's not even about having
give
to
us
pay
the right
all the
tariff
money.
and then manage the payments.
Yeah.
Period.
Exactly.
If we pay the right tariff,
Yeah.
manage the money.
Because even our tariffs were increased and no change has happened as far as the consumer is concerned. We're still going through the same situation.
It's bad.
Yeah. So we're now paying more money for still no more power. And like I said to you last time, I think I topped up, I've been back about 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah.
I topped up 500 kwacha. I've not had to top up since then because we haven't had consistent power
No.
for me to need to top up.
There's absolutely no need to have a certain component of the economy working at the risk of the citizens who put people in power. All right? So when people start talking about not feeling the current regime in the respect of service delivery, it's got nothing to do with the opposition.
Nah.
The opposition in this country is crap. You and I.
There
know
is
that.
no opposition,
They are
so you
crap.
can't blame them. Yeah.
So it's just how you do it.
Yeah,
If
they're
you
busy
can't-
with funerals, so
Oh, Lord. No.
don't go there.
No, we are not
Stay
doing
on track.
that. No. There's power where that
So
funeral
where
is.
are we? Where are we?
So, yeah, I thought we should talk about some suggested solutions to what's going on with regional comparative context. Okay, so we're going to look at South Africa, Morocco, and Kenya. South Africa, despite its challenges, has diversified its energy mix with significant investments in renewables and maintains a robust independent system operator to manage supply and demand. Independent system operator. Not somebody you're going to say, no, this is our guy, he's going to run it.
Not ZESCO, who can't manage what they're already doing to try and now manage solar as well.
No, let the solar people manage. In fact, what you need to do is lift all the restrictions regarding the establishment of solar farms. I mean, whatever it is that takes for
Licensing.
to make money
know the
off of
government
this
likes
guy.
their licenses.
Yeah,
That's
but-
where they make money.
But how are you going to get 75 licenses to a guy who wants to generate 10 megabytes only?
That's 10
10
megabytes.
10 megawatts. 10 megabytes of power. I mean, our friends, like I said, they've got, in Kenya, they've integrated geothermal with wind energy in its grid, reducing over-reliance on hydropower and enhancing energy security. The energy mix in this country, Nino Mbaso, they are doing.
No, because they're trying to solve the problem without solving the problem, right? It's like trying to put a bandage over the wound, but getting the solution from everywhere else other than solving the problem that's there, right? Let me give you a crutch. Maybe that will help you. Let me put a plaster on your foot. Maybe that will help you. No, it's my arm that's broken, right?
Yeah, a band-aid on a cancerous sore.
Exactly. It's not going to solve the
It's not
problem.
going to work. So, and the worst thing I have with my country, Zambia, is they have all these delegations going in and out, go and see what's going on, and they implement nothing. The guys will go, they'll spend money on that. 3 weeks later, the guy will be fired.
Yeah.
But the guys who mess up are never fired. The loyalty to the MPs and the ministers should be a thing of the past.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I think.
But again, there's the differences between the political alliances that are formed and the promises that are made on a political side, and then the actual problem on the ground, which is we need to supply power to the people of Zambia, to the businesses of Zambia, and we need to solve the problem that we have. Now, if you are not an experienced person to solve that problem, let's put an experienced person in to solve the problem.
The experienced person has got nothing to do with politics, and that's what the problem is.
That's exactly the problem. That's what I'm saying. Maybe the person to solve the problem is a foreigner, or the people are from outside of the country.
The other question that begs is, why have we had a problem in managing electricity in this country? Period. Energy.
We've discussed this before. We discussed it on the last episode, right?
Why should this be a persistent problem? That's the question.
Because we haven't solved the problem. Because the experience, you cannot solve the problem by doing the same thing you've done time and time again.
Actually, Einstein says something.
Yes, you can't solve the problem with the same thinking that you had. You can't do the same thing and expect different results.
According to...
And we're doing the same thing. Going kulibakateka to Alanda Navo. We have a meeting. No, we shall implement that. Implementation happens, nothing changes.
Look, the man has got the wrong people running these important industries, period.
That's exactly. I mean, look, we can go round and round in circles. That's the crux of the problem here. We're inexperienced to solve the problem that we have. Because 3 years down the line and we still haven't solved it, that means you don't know how to solve the problem.
So why can't we get external help?
Ask your head president.
You know,
what we're doing is signing MOUs with people. MOU after MOU.
What we need is emulates. One thing that South Africa did, they had a serious crisis for about 5 or more years. Last year, they employed a guy called, they created a new portfolio called Minister of Electricity. And they laughed at the guy. Hey, this guy, what not? Remember?
Yes.
Look at South Africa now. They hardly have any load shedding.
Yes.
Because this guy's job is go
Purely
and sort out electricity.
Whereas we've got Minister of Energy, and you're looking at our electricity crisis, fuel crisis. What's the other one?
Is that those two?
Those two, right? And they're very different worlds, you know?
No, look, if you've got problems in a sector like electricity for now, it's the way I told you, the way they do it in England. They've got portfolios which you think, what kind of a minister is that? Leveling up minister.
100%.
You know, minister for leveling up. The guy knows, okay, this is what's happening. Okay, so what can we do? What should we do? Oh, this was not even in our manifesto, because Zambia Maamba manifesto. Huh?
Hey. And your manifestos are rubbish.
Maamba manifesto, Maamba 10-point plan. All right. And when we say the opposition is crap, it's simply because they still go for the same plan. When we come into power, dude, you were in power and you were stealing when you were in power. Why would you want to come back and steal some more?
Exactly. Yes.
You know what I mean?
And look, the crisis would still have been here with PF, right?
Oh, 100%.
The drought was still going to happen with PF. The crisis would still be here. And the same type of people would be dealing with the problem. They would not have solved it. It would not have been PF that solved the problem.
The problem started in PF. And I remember somebody saying, no, this is happening because of climate change. I said, okay, fine, climate change. How are you going to resolve it? You can't go on TV and say, Dubai does not have power, does not have rainfall. And yet they've got power.
And they're full of drought.
How? How? You even have some sort of water in some period.
They make rain clouds.
Well, they won't do it again.
Why?
Because there was a disaster last time they did it.
When?
That's the time they had that nasty rain. The one that washed away cars, buildings, crashes. That was because of that experiment.
I don't think so.
No, it was.
I don't think so.
They've never had rain in how many years? 75 years?
Yeah, but I don't think so
No,
because
it's
you've got the same type of floods happening in Europe as well.
Our Kodak better.
Yeah,
Kudu
but
bai.
I think the fact about climate change is true. We're hiding from the truth. All the countries are ostrich head in the ground. We don't want to acknowledge the problem that's there. And Trump is a big proponent of denying climate change.
No, Trump has got resources to try to arrest those things. So monsoon last week, they'll deal with it. If a problem,
they're still dealing with hurricane. What was it? The one that hit the last place that was hit. It's like 5 years ago, and they're still dealing with those problems.
Yes, but they've got resources.
But they also hide.
They will hide, but they'll manage and they'll let us know things. My annoyance is these pronouncements we make. Seriously, if you've got the heart of the people, whatever I want to clap for me.
Oh my.
I mean, seriously.
I will fire your ass long time ago.
Even if you're not happy, clap for me.
That arrogance.
A year later, there's still no power and you want me to clap for you. Oh, man, come on.
Even if you're not happy.
So the government has got a very big opportunity to resolve this issue. Because either way, it's not going away right now. But can they improve on how they talk to the people and talk to them in the right way? Even after this MP, went and complained to ZESCO about the scheduling, that was on the copper belt.
Yes.
There's still, the same nonsense is still going on.
Yeah.
Power is supposed to go at 05. Oh, man, 11 o'clock,
yeah.
Then before long, 15 hours, gone. That's about a 03. Man, what the heck is going on here? We cannot work according to the ZESCO schedule.
Because even the mines are being told to set up their own power systems
That's
now,
fine.
right? No, it's not. I am running a mine. I'm not running an electricity business. The amount of power that I need to generate for my mine, you're now making me do two different businesses. I came to do mining, not electricity.
The good thing is that when the mines do that, they've got resources directly controlled by themselves.
But
that
you
is
have
what's
to put
helping
extra
them.
money into it. That's what I'm saying. You're asking me to put an extra 1 million to generate electricity. Now then you're surprised when we have to sell it and it costs more for us to sell what we're mining.
No, that's fine. The issue of mining...
It's not fine. That's business.
No, the problem with the issue of mining is that it's already been screwed up.
No.
So the Ministry of Mines themselves have got issues with the kind of contracts they give these guys. Because remember, when these contracts are given, they need to talk to the Ministry of Energy. You know what I mean? It's not done by one. Because the mines come and tell you, we want to invest in Tanyamarama Mines Limited. But so
but
the three ministries that are involved: mines, energy, and environment.
yes, but under normal circumstance, it's the supply, access, and then the supply of that electricity. I just need to plumb in and then feed it into where I am. Not that I must now create a generation, electricity generation plant. That's a whole nother business you're asking me to do.
What I do know is that when we had ZCCM, the power division used to manage that.
Well, that's
itself.
fine if you've accounted for that. But what year are you talking about?
No, it was the power division transformed into what's known as Copperbelt Energy. It's a private company now.
Right. So
Property
they
Energy
shifted
Company.
it into
they
another
got private,
entity.
Yeah, private-owned entity which supplies mines electricity to the mines.
But okay, so, and that's fine. So, but you know, most people who now are coming and we're trying to say to people, we've got lots of minerals available. Come get your mining license. Now it's like, get your mining license and make sure you can produce your own electricity. That's not, what I'm saying, that's not how you do business.
No, but business is evolving.
No.
If you can't do
it's
that,
not the same thing.
you need to. Then your capital outlay is going to be more.
That's like
so
Chanda
you go back,
telling you to set up the mining and you to go and mine. That's not how it works.
No, that's fine.
You have to employ extra people to do that work. So your costs have gone. If your mining costs were $1 million, now I'm asking you to spend 1.5 million to set up the business. And so your sales costs will be higher.
So we're going to save that conversation for the Ministry of Mines. We are having that conversation. Is it okay if we get back to confuse ZESCO?
Let's go.
Okay. There was solutions from the government's recent incentives. The context I'm trying to give is that the government has allegedly, because I don't trust them, allegedly began recalling electricity exports and optimizing timing of imports from neighboring countries to align with peak demand. So what we know from certain people who are knowledgeable is that the only time we get more power here is when those countries we're trying to import from do not need it. It's not that they have got excess power. So when they have a demand, they immediately stop and say, tatulemipela. Whereas it's the other way around. When your neighboring country like Namibia is saying, thanks, they're giving us power, we're good. I mean, the government is not in the business of making profit. It's in the business of providing for its citizens. So how is it that we should continue going through these things? The speed at which they are responding to the needs of the people is tortoise, very, very slow. Unless they change, they are going to become unpopular of their own making.
They already are.
Yeah, and one of those reasons is, God damn it, fire that minister. Let someone with vibrancy come in and change something for a few months and then revert to the old behavior. Then we can say, okay, not change or something. But right now, for as long as ZESCO has taken people for granted, you know there's an issue called corporates abusing the human rights. You know that? That's what ZESCO is doing.
Explain.
The rights of the people are abused by being taken advantage of or totally being neglected by the corporates.
Yeah.
They get our money and they don't supply what we want. Then they come and promise us to do these things. They don't do that. Psychologically, people are damaged. You do know that. We get into these sessions where I can't cope with this. I can't bear this. I can't do this to Zambia right now because Tamukwete. It's been happening. We've seen this on social media. Not that social media is ultimate authority, but unfortunately, it's a means where we get information now. People post things and we read about the misunderstanding of how things are done in Zambia simply because of careless pronouncements. And if that does not change, Malama, we are doomed. We're going to get into 2026 with no electricity. And if we get into 2026 with the electricity, it means it will be somehow forced upon us and not genuine. It will be something we need to pay heavily for after the elections. I don't see this improving unless someone decides, I'm going to work for the people now. I don't know how you feel about it.
No, I agree. I think definitely we're going to go into we're only 3-4 months to the end of the year, right? We're about to go into 2026 and into the election cycle. Now, you'll suddenly see if they were sensible, we would have power 24 hours. And I think the government has failed, which is the huge incompetence piece we're talking about. You know you're about to do something. The one thing you need to do is solve the problem, even if it's like people were saying, stop selling to the other countries. Yeah. Feed your people first before you're busy making money off the others. Now, if maybe not that you knew you were going to lose the elections, but let's say like you assumed you're going to lose the elections, would you not just continue to sell abroad, siphon for yourself, and then when it comes to elections, you get yourself, why take a PhD, Kobe? Why change to you?
Madam, all these guys have got PhDs. They've got master's degrees and PhDs. How they got them, no one knows.
Some of them have more than one PhD, which I'm like, okay.
And the other guys running these institutions. But if one of the suggested solutions in this predicament we're in is enhanced transparency and accountability mechanisms targeting ZESCO and ERB leadership, with a complete review and restructuring of boards to include qualified engineers and energy experts, implementation of stricter operational compliance and independent audits. Have you ever seen how ZESCO employees put up a poll?
Not specifically.
So you can watch a clip on how they're doing it in Kubanensu. You know, the motorized truck comes, gets the pole, there's a whole dog already. Minutes, it's done. Here, I got 300 guys. So, you've got Sakala and friends. Kai wants to side you. Then you go Monsan company. Then they're like, 1, 2, 3, hit, pull. Yeah. I'm like, you need all these guys to put up one pole. So restructuring how things are done in ZESCO is very important. Would it really be a problem when if ZESCO is unbundled? Really? The guys run distribution are on their own.
Yeah.
The guys who run transmission are here. Like different business entities feeding into one another.
I think it's also not about just one company that can do it. It's like competition allows people to improve what they do. If my neighbor's doing a better job than me, in order for me to keep the business I have or to get more business, I need to up my level. There's no competition, so you just accept it.
You know, when I was coming here, I was driving through from Kablonga, coming through Alikinkata. You've seen the guys doing the welding. So I got a video. I'm like, I'm gonna show Malama how many guys work as welders, making gates, frames, and whatnot, and they all depend on that. The prices of those things have gone up because the guys have to get petrol for generators. That's just one. But guess what? You have to hire a bloody generator.
Yeah.
I play basketball on Sunday.
Yeah.
We paid for 2 hours, 550 kwacha to use a genset on one Sunday before buying petrol.
But that's what I said. You can't expect people to start to overcompensate by doing other things that they're not supposed to do. You can't increase my costs and expect me to still charge the same prices.
Exactly. No, I hear you. But if from the time the load shedding started,
I must use petrol or diesel, I don't know what generators use, whose price is going up to power my generator.
Yeah.
When the electricity is quarter of the price or whatever. How does that make logical sense on how to do business?
Here's a better question. If you are the ZESCO MD, how do you wake up knowing that tomorrow I'm going to screw up the supply again? Seriously.
They don't think like that, unfortunately.
You're going to wake up and like, because there's no way you're going to say, it's not me. It's on you as ZESCO MD.
I
That's
agree
one.
with you.
2, it's on you as a PS for energy because you are his boss.
Yeah.
Then 3, as a policymaker, Mr. Clap for me. It's on you. But ultimately, the citizen number 1 in this country is the president. He needs to watch this thing. If he doesn't fire these guys, disband them. Look at how quickly they disbanded the anti-corruption board. Just like that. I mean, these guys were trying to expose the thieves in the country. And yet, they decided, team of men. ZESCO Maraikara. ZESCO people are going to stay. ERB people are doing good. No. The ERB people, the ZESCO people needs to be chucked out. If these guys don't know that my job is at stake, they will continue doing the same thing.
One of the other frustrations I had was there were a few things I was watching around the manufacturing associations talking about the challenges that they have. This is not a small challenge. This is a critical part of business. You can't dismiss it as a small challenge. And the people who are doing the manufacturing associations, those people should really be much harder on the government. It's near impossible to do business nowadays in Zambia.
So,
how are we going to generate profits? How are we going to increase our revenues? How are we going to do more business? How can we produce more with less?
With no power.
Am I going to turn into Jesus and suddenly make miracles?
Our Bible,
Our day of prayer and fasting is coming very soon. When is it?
October 18th.
We need to pray for electricity, people.
Overnight. You know what's going to happen on that day? All the ZNBCs and these cameras are going to go where the heavy hitters, heavy political hitters are.
Who are they?
Our video. So, Zanis is in Mpulungu. Because that's what this person filming, observing National Day of Prayer. I wanted to say that for manufacturing, I feel, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say this one. I think they're tired of saying these things.
No, they don't say it with enough anger. It's too gentle. I was listening to no, we're still experiencing challenges. Give me the facts and figures. Our manufacturing is down by 60%. We cannot logically continue to do business for the next 5 years in this manner.
Yep.
We've already lost 30% of small businesses. SMEs have gone out of business.
Yep.
I know I'm making these stats up, but this is what it should
You're making
sound
them
like. I'm making them up. But this is what
Disclaimer,
it should sound
we're making
like.
them up, man.
Not that we are still experiencing challenges. You're
Yeah.
not giving me the depth that the suffering that we really have.
One thing I think that's happening is because most people in manufacturing, according to my understanding, are not politically aligned. So, in that regard, they can go do whatever they want.
Business alike. Give me real.
No.
Do you think Jeff Bezos would sit there quietly? 1%, if he loses 1% of his business, he's angry and frustrated and people are going to get fired. If we're here, 60% of your business is gone and we're still experiencing challenges.
No, if that happens, we just lay down. Lay off. That's what we do. Right now, we're only
not lay off.
generating.
You go out of business.
Yeah. No, I hear you. You go out of business, but eventually the process starts with, that's the night shift. You guys will be working at night when there's power. Remember, that's how we started.
I don't even think it's to that magnitude. Some businesses can't be night businesses.
No, they can't. I hear you. But I know of people who've gone out of their way by trying to adjust, and it still hasn't worked. Yeah. They adjusted by saying, since power is coming at midnight to 06, I'm going to split my workforce in two. This week, week, Twakulaba night. So they come at midnight, work up to 6. 6, then they are done. The other guys come and work the afternoon or whatever it is, or they start preparing deliveries for what has been produced. But the point is, the strength at which they try to sell their cause is not good enough by Zambia Association of Manufacturers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
If you walk into any shop, here's an example. Where was that made?
Which one?
This thing.
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere in Mansa. I got it in Mansa. The beads, I don't know where they're made.
There's nothing there that's made in Zambia.
No, of course not.
Exactly.
It was just the final labor.
This thing.
Yeah.
This is from Kenya. A former person who used to work for me decided, let me bring you one. We can't do that. Pakati market, when you go, 90% of the stuff that they sell is not Zambian. So I start thinking, what if we can't do small things like that? Then how can we do big things?
Right.
We don't have electricity in this country that can attract someone to come and set up a big plant. Because we don't have the power to power that plant.
Okay, so the reason I'm quiet is I'm trying to think of the best way to put this across. Everyone talks about the ease of doing business, right? The point of saying the ease is how much can I make without losing money?
How much?
On average.
And also, how easy is it for me to establish this business
at a reasonable cost? At a reasonable cost. Yes. Right? How easy is it to do business? Means what are the minimum restrictions and challenges that I have to encounter in order for me to do business? Now, you want us to come and do mining in this country, but you want me to also create an electricity production company. That's not what I came to do.
Zambian businesses, what I noticed also, I think I found this video. Let me look for it again. I was at Macro Woodmead in Johannesburg. The entire car park has got solar panels. They're off-grid. The entire area is supplied through that. And how many cars are parked under there? Like this. I walk into there and I'm like, no, we don't have this thing. So when there's this load shedding nonsense that goes on, we are not affected at all. And you start thinking, this country, 100 megawatts was done in Kisamba. Everybody had an erection. Everybody's like, yeah, this is what we've done, this is what we've done.
Yes.
I was like, guys, this should have been done 3 years ago.
100%. Exactly.
Wait a minute, not 3 years ago. This should have been done under PF.
Exactly.
Kisamba, 100 megawatts. My God, you saw how everyone was excited about that. I'm like, guys, this is supposed to be standard stuff. Easy stuff to do.
Exactly.
You start looking at Stanbic came and started showing off, we are lucky and happy to finance this, whatnot. I'm like, This should be easy. If you want electricity in this country, first thing you need to do, since we have established a Takuriama rights, make the entire process easy. All of it. I don't know what. Make the entire process easy. Once that is easy, you will be very, very, very shocked to find that now is when you should not be saying, no, we intend to do this in every province. The money is there. The money has always been there.
Of course.
But look at how much you waste that money on Ama VX.
Exactly.
Yarama total like what
I know.
You're even bragging that no, you should me the latest one. The latest one is the one that's coming. This one is going to my junior. Dude.
But you know, the other thing I have an issue with is that there have been so many companies that have come into the country and said that they know that they can do something like this. I think it was about pre-drought. I was talking with somebody who had come into the country and they were looking to set up a mine and bring in their own electricity. They did not get the licenses. So these people come, it's like a cycle of people who come to the country wanting to do business. And our ministers sit there, they turn their noses up at people. These people disappear. And so we end up with nothing because we are restricting business people into setting up their businesses. Just let everyone come in. Let them just come in.
You know the reasons why your people could not be set up?
Why?
They did not want to bribe anyone.
No, but that's the problem.
No, that's a good thing that they did not want to bribe anybody.
What I'm saying is the people who are stopping these businesses going through, which are the people who want to be bribed. Okay? Now, if the president said anyone and everyone who is going to come with $10 million to set up any form of an electricity production company, you can come for free. All you need to do is register this. And to say to his ministers, within a year, I want to have seen 500 companies. I want a list of all of those people. And I want you to show me that list. I want to be able to spot check and call any one of them and say, so you came in January the 1st, 2026.
Yeah.
Did you set up your business? Yes, we're all set up. That's what should be happening.
I hear you. But unfortunately, for as long as one...
That was a good idea, by the way, Mr. President. Kindly do it.
We're good at making water. Anyway, we're about to wrap up, but what I wanted to say is that the political leadership in this country has not pivoted. The way the Moroccans decided to tackle the electricity situation, the way the Kenyans decided to do this, and the way the South African, after years of suffering, decided, no, forget ANC, forget whatever party it is. I am going to make this happen. I will appoint a minister whose duties will be strictly to make sure there is no problem with electricity. And when we do have excess, then we can give the Zambians, the Mozambicans, the Chinese, whoever it is, we'll give them. But the minute the red flag goes up and say, yeah, shorter, we stop those things. You can't be telling Zambians we rely on bigger money coming from imports.
Prioritize ourselves first, you know. And I know, like, the whole thing with South Africa, with the whole, like, xenophobia, it isn't a nice thing. But what do? They're prioritizing their people first. I'm not saying I agree with the xenophobia side, but the same thing has to apply. Prioritize the people of Zambia first.
100%. Let's stop glamorizing foreigners who like that guy.
Who is that?
Yes. You know when you watch the Diggers thing again, the Diggers thing.
Oh yeah.
You haven't watched it?
The documentary.
Yeah.
Not again. No.
Eesh. There are revelations there, big ones. They're like, hey. And then today,
like which one?
The Chinese dealing with being deported and then coming back, deported again. The guy's still back. You're like, how is he doing it?
Wow.
What kind of magic wand does he have?
It's a brown one.
It's a good one.
He just waves the brown one.
It's a Chinese witchcraft.
It's a Chinese witchcraft.
Chinese witchcraft. Because how else is it working?
Right?
Yeah? I mean, seriously, people come and say, look, this is what I want to do. 2 years later, Tamuneva Pirama license.
Yeah.
Wait, guys. You give them licenses with special conditions.
But I say this in all the industries, and not to deter the conversation, but I have a huge issue within the tech industry. You need $250,000 to start a tech company in Zambia, one that deals with finances. So why is your limit so high? All you're doing, I call it the business prevention unit. You're stopping your company, your country from becoming prosperous because you're setting your threshold so high, people can't meet it. Your locals can't meet it. And then you want foreigners to come in and then meet it. And their only aim is to take as much out of your country. Not to give to you, but to take out of your country. That's why our mines, the money doesn't stay in this country. The money is counted in Switzerland. Switzerland, they have X amount of gold and ore and all. They don't have any mines. That comes from us.
You've seen the documentary?
Yes,
The
sir.
Zambian one.
Yes.
It's so annoying. Even the guy doing that thing was like, wow.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so the issue of not changing is coming to the point I was making before we digress, because you and I do that a lot, is the three countries I've talked about have got political will. There are people, according to them, have suffered enough, and the ANC took a knock in the last elections. They realized, oops, we need to change.
Oh, that's why they ended up in a freaking, what do you call it?
Coalition.
Yes.
But the point is, they recognize the needs of the people.
Now they have to think about their next election and
Yes.
how they're going to manage that
Yes.
situation.
So now they've got points to counter and say, look, we heard you hit us. We've improved this. Look at it. We're working on this and that. So maybe there could be a chance that people are like, well, if we punish them and they've decided to improve the electricity, maybe if Fiashara, they will improve. Let's keep them. But if not, everyone now knows that it's wild. You know? There is no way. What the Moroccans did was very simple. They decided that all solar projects will be allowed to make sure that they supplement the hydro solar production. In this country, 80% of our power comes from hydroelectricity. So right now we're saying only 20% comes from other sources. Now, even from the other sources, 20% are Maamba, you don't want to pay them their money.
Exactly.
So you know what they do? Power play. Boom, boom, boom. These things need maintenance.
Yeah.
You cannot go and tell them, Fire Kefi, Fire Womba. You can't go in their plant and switch them on. They'll tell you this is not working. If your own company, where the government has shares, can take ZESCO to the International Arbitration Court and say, we need our money, there is a bigger problem that we know.
100%.
Maamba in Zambia took ZESCO in Zambia to the International Court of Arbitration.
Because how are you can't take them to the Zambian court?
Yeah.
Because what are they going to do?
But look at the bigger picture. Imagine two Zambian companies
Yes.
taking each other to court.
Well, that's the point.
Guys,
You can't take them to the court here because they're going to side with the government is going to side with the side
100%.
of ZESCO.
100%. So, as we are concluding, it pains me to ask you this question. Do you think there are any lessons learned from our neighbors?
No, look, there are lots of lessons, but we still have to do the basic work. Solve the problem first before you can't, your Mercedes that you have, right? It doesn't matter whether you put big tires and then paint it and then put an extra roof on. If you haven't fixed the engine, the car will go nowhere. So until we solve our basic problem, which is producing basic required electricity, so that as a basic our country runs, all of these extra things are of no use.
So why continue preaching about making business easy in
Because they're
Zambia
talking bullshit.
when you can't?
They're talking bullshit.
Do you know in the last...
They're just flexing in front of their conference of this and conference of that and MOU this, and none of it is doing anything.
Anyway, as we conclude, my Mercedes, first thing sorted was the engine.
There you go.
So my Mercedes runs very well. It just needs a brand new battery, which will power the motor,
But that's still a basic requirement, isn't it?
and brand new tires.
It's-
Because I don't want to use the tires that are there.
Exactly. But the
But
paint
the
job will
engine-
not make any difference
No,
to the
the
car.
engine was... No, engine. We're talking about the engine.
No, I know. I'm trying to say, like,
No,
the
no,
outside
no.
things
It
will
doesn't make a
not
difference.
make a difference.
Yeah.
Solve the basic problem. Engine, battery, fuel. Uh-huh.
it was one of those episodes which we needed to talk about. We've touched about it in other episodes, but I thought this one would be something we need to remind our listeners. People watch.
Stay on top of your president.
Guys, you need to make your politicians accountable.
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether you're PF, UPND, NDC, ABC, you're Republican, I don't care, she doesn't care. Let's learn, let's start making our politicians accountable. Let's not glorify them.
Yeah.
That minister is driving in that car because of you. That car was bought by you, your money, your taxes. Make sure that if it doesn't work, he has got no access to that car anymore. Make sure that if it doesn't work, the president brings in a different guy and said, I gave you a chance. Let us not be in a position where we are glorifying people who are supposed to be our servants. I don't know how else you're going to add. What else you're going to add?
That's it. You know.
So for episode 32, peace.
We're out.
Mm-hmm.